This is Blues View. Coming up, Alex McLeish reflects on a fight back against the Toffees, and we talk Europa League qualification. Hello and welcome to this week's Blues View. I'm Andy Walker, and today I'm joined in our studio, as ever, by our man at the Blues, Colin Tattum. Welcome, Colin.
Yep.
Well, Colin, you was at St Andrews on Saturday, and it turned out to be a tremendous, well-earned point from one stage where Blues looked pretty doomed as well.
They were. They just started so badly, so slowly, and Everton just had the initiative, scored twice in the first quarter of the game, and as you said there, it just looked like there was no way back for Blues. But we know what they're capable of. They do rouse themselves. They got back into the game, got the equaliser, and could have gone on to win it. And quite a remarkable feat. It's only the third time as a Premier League club they've recovered from 2-0 down to draw a game. So again, another little feather in the cap there. But there were some bad points at the start, but overall it was a well-deserved point and a good performance in the end.
And Colin, just how much did that goal mean to Craig Gardner?
I don't think he knew what to do. He was so overcome with emotion, being a Blues fan scored in front of the Tilton Road end. It was the sort of thing that he would have been dreaming about. And of course it was such an important goal as well. And the fact that Gardner was also suffering from illness, I think the whole emotion and everything got to him. And
after Saturday's 2-2 draw with Everton, we caught up with Alex McLeish, who thought the performance was typical of his side's spirit this season.
The achievement that we can come back against a team of that quality, especially the way they've been firing last week. We've come here with confidence. We tried to make it a tough place for any visitors to come to, but we didn't in that first half hour. And fortunately for us, the fans really stayed with us and backed the team, even at 2-0, which was brilliant music to the ears. Really tough games, and we don't probably have the strength and depth and the firepower or the experience of other teams. But stranger things have happened. We'll try our best, and I don't think you can ever accuse this bunch of players of not trying their best, because they'll give everything. We might not win every game. We might disappoint ourselves and the fans at some stages of the game, like last week's cup game. But they'll never give up.
Well, that are the thoughts of Alex McLeish there. Now it's over to some of your questions, and as ever, you've come out in your droves, and this is just a selection of them here. First up is Peter Doyle, a season ticket holder from Shirley. You said, Colin, that pretty much the type of player that Blues wants is already out there. You know, the kind of McGeady, Pavlyuchenko, those kind of players. But in your eyes, which players, you know, as he's put it, are kind of reached their sell-by date? I mean, he's also raised question marks over the likes of James McFadden, Seb Larson, Cameron Jones, and even Chucho. What's your thoughts on that, Colin?
Well, the first thing to remember is there's 10 senior members who are out of contract this summer, and then plus there's 3 on loan: Hart, Benitez and Tainio. So straight away there's going to be a lot of decisions made, but of that 10 there are players like Ridgewell, Larson, who obviously the management want to re-engage and will probably get new contracts. But then again there's others like Carsley, Phillips, Kadru, Parnaby, whose futures have to be under serious doubt, because obviously Alex McLeish wants to improve the quality and the quantity in the squad. So there are going to be casualties, those aforementioned players. But in terms of the people like McFadden and Benitez and people in the team at the moment, they'd be balmy to sort of let them go, because they need those players and they need to add on to them with better players, if not on a comparable level.
So, Colin, it's Ryan from Sheldon who says, realistically, what chances do Blues have of Europa League qualification?
I think very slim, in truth. I was looking at the qualification guide for the Europa League, and in effect it's one position in the league and then the 2 cup winners, and of course the permutations being which teams get to the FA Cup final, who, if Liverpool or Fulham win the Europa League, I just have this feeling that it's just going to be a little bit beyond Blues, even if they finish 8th or 7th. Okay,
well, next up, of course, is a long trip up to Sunderland, which I suppose at one point there would have been something more about the fixture, you know, bearing in mind the Steve Bruce link. But now that kind of has passed, Blues have moved on, and I suppose it's just another fixture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. When Steve Bruce returned to St Andrews with Sunderland, that was a big hoo-ha, and of course that victory over his team, who were in form then, kick-started Blues on their 15-game unbeaten run. So, and they want to give a better performance up at the Stadium of Light than they did in the Colin Cup. But as you said, it's now just another fixture. Steve Bruce has moved on. Birmingham City are moving on under Alex McLeish. So there's not that little edge to it than maybe there would have been. And Birmingham fans are, they're letting him get on with trying to revive Sunderland, and they're getting on with getting right behind Alex McLeish under the Carson Young regime at St Andrews.
Thanks, Colin. And thank you for watching. And we'll be back the same time next week to look back to see just how Blues got on at the Stadium of Light. Thanks, and we'll see you then.